Not calling the president a terrorist?
No, what I'm saying is trying to hold people hostage and manipulating them to succumb to his will. That is how terrorists behave. We're not going to negotiate with terrorists.
You so strong about protecting those aliens, but you won't do nothing for the U.S. citizens.
What are you saying, bruh? You literally are in office because of white people, and you still complaining about being black and how you got a disadvantage. No, because you're an idiot, fool. Hey, y'all, I want to tell you about this incredible opportunity that I have for you. Only if God has put it on your heart to partake in this. I always feel that it's important for us to give back. So here's an opportunity right here in Phoenix. The House of Refuge is literally revolutionizing people's lives, getting people from not having housing to get into a home, learning about the gospel of Jesus Christ, fellowshipping with one another, getting employment. I mean, all of the things that we would hope that could happen for people who just need help is what we're seeing here at the House of Refuge. Now, my goal is to get 30 people support for 30 days. So it costs about $1,000 a month, and that therefore it's $30,000 to get 30 people in. We already got 2 people. I have their names here, and we want to get others the help that they deserve and the help that they need. Now, I want you to understand this. You don't have to give $1,000 to support one person. You can give whatever God has purposed in your heart. So if we all work together, we can get to our goal of helping 30 people have housing and support for 30 days, which will change their lives forever. So I want you to join me in this endeavor. Pray about it if you need to, but if God has called you to do it, join me and let's give back today. Link will be in the description section. All right, let's go to another knucklehead, Brandon Johnson in New York. Brandon Johnson is one of the most prominent snake oil salesmen on planet Earth. Why do you say that, Brandon? Look at what he said about Donald Trump. And these cowards, in my opinion, will go so far to call a man a name and then try to jump through hoops why they didn't call the man a name that they just called him. He literally said Donald Trump is a terrorist. That's what he said. Roll the clip.
Not calling the president a terrorist?
No, what I'm saying is trying to hold people hostage and manipulating them to succumb to his will. That is how terrorists behave. We're not going to negotiate with terrorists.
What are your thoughts on?
He just said, how could somebody be even married to this guy? He is I bet if you looked up what's in his phone, he probably got a double life. He one of them double life type dudes. This fool just said, the way Donald Trump is operating is like a terrorist. We don't negotiate with terrorists. What are you saying? The negotiations between you and Trump, you said what he's doing is like a terrorist, and we don't negotiate with terrorists. So pretty much what you're saying is Donald Trump is acting like a terrorist. You're considered to him be a terrorist. That's why you won't negotiate with the terrorist. You're calling him a terrorist. He'll make a good pastor. Roll the clip.
On having a meeting with the Trump administration to try and, for lack of a better phrase, kiss the ring to be able to stop the federal funds from being held back from the city of Chicago.
Well, I will just say, outside of a 2016, Cubs World Series ring, I'm not kissing a ring, okay? The President of the United States of America has an open invitation to the 5th floor of the greatest freaking city in the world, the city of Chicago. And I'm gonna just be bold here for a second. There's a long history of black political leaders talking to people who may not see us as first class, trying to force your will to break the spirit of work.
Can I call him the N with the hard R? I want to call him the N with the hard R. I just call him a Negro for now. This Negro had the nerve to try to pull the race card and say, we do with political leaders that don't see us as equal or whatever the case may be. Hey, dummy, you got elected. And it wasn't all black people that voted for you, because they can't get you in the office if all of them voted for you and the white people voted against you. What are you saying, bro? You literally are in office because of white people, in part, by probably a large part, and you still complaining about being black and how you got a disadvantage. No, because you're an idiot, fool. Roll the clip.
People in order to have a conversation, that's terrorism. We're not going to negotiate with terrorists. We're going to negotiate on behalf of working people in this city. And that's what American people want us to do. There's a reason why he's losing support. Now, he doesn't care. This president refuses to see our humanity. And his response to this economy is to give tax breaks and benefits to the ultra-rich while the rest of us are struggling. You got to show up for working people in this city, in this country, and not for the oligarchs and the ultra-rich. That's what has destroyed our economy, is that we have the ultra-rich who continue to receive tax breaks while the rest of us have to pay for their failures.
They should go to hell and jail at the same time for saying something so stupid. Just so y'all know, Brandon Johnson's approval rating is 14%. Disapproval rating is around 80%. His net favorability is negative 73%, meaning that it's 73% in the negative. Got one of the lowest approval ratings for a U.S. mayor in modern history. Crime is out of control. Taxes are too high. City services are poor. Budget issues, immigration issues, woke policies, all are destroying Chicago. And if you look at it, we had a clip the other day. It went viral on my Instagram of Chicagoans coming out, black ones are coming out and chastising him over the foolery that he's doing that's destroying the city.
You all stood up there and said you will not allow Trump to come in here and get these illegals. Yeah, you can smile. We're in $1 billion deficit. And you spent half of our money, half of that on illegals. You campaigned and doubled down that you would not raise property taxes.
I won't raise your property taxes.
You wanted to raise our taxes $300 million. They shut it down. Now we back here for $150 million. Okay. See, this is what we asking now. Since you want to crash out, some of y'all say y'all willing to go to jail for it. Trump, Tom Homan, make an example of this right here first. Please come here first. Don't spend our tax dollars to go. Michael Rodriguez, you said to take Trump to court to protect these illegals. That's cool because we about to make all of y'all aldermen famous. Y'all think this is how it's gonna ride? I think not. Flip Chicago red. We not playing.
This was going to happen to you. You got Cash Patel and Pam Bundy that you're going to have to deal with sooner than later. Then it's going to be an audit. Next, it's going to be an investigation. Then it's going to be an indictment. Conviction. That's what's going to happen to you.
Mr. Brandon Johnson, I'm up here. I am speaking right now. So I would love your undivided attention, please. I'll wait. So this just proves to you the lack of leadership that you show in this city. You can't even give me straight eye contact. Now, I'm going to let you know now, the people of Chicago, we're done with you. It is insane how we have been voting Democrat for over 60 plus years, and we've never seen a change from people like you, Lori Lightfoot, Robbie Manuel. It is insane. Chicago was 37% red. In 2020, it was only 15%. So we're waking up. So you can pretend that this isn't happening, but I know for a fact that you will not have that seat the next election.
You so strong about protecting those aliens, but you won't do nothing for the U.S. citizens.
These people are such hypocritical liars. They keep saying the same talking point. He's giving tax breaks to the wealthy. He's giving tax breaks to the wealthy. Tax breaks to the wealthy creates jobs, creates opportunities, build companies, employ people, and they have the flexibility to give them raises and manage their corporation at a better rate. When you just dump money on them, that's when people all fail. These people can exit these companies for hundreds of millions of dollars and they'll never work again. They'll move their whole corporation to another state, sell it off to a company in Texas, and they sitting on the high horse, ain't paying no real taxes. It's like it matriculates down. All right.